Hi, my name is Nicholas Lloyd, and my partner in this assignment was Adam Schow. And this is our climate change / global warming controversy. Just a quick note, the opinions presented within this presentation may not reflect our personal opinions on global warming or the United States' inclusion in the Paris Agreement. So our standing in this whole thing is that the United States should not be a member of the Paris Climate Agreement because it will only be harmful to American citizens. So what exactly is the Paris Climate Agreement? The Paris Climate Agreement, also known as the Paris Accords, is an agreement between United Nations countries that requires more developed countries, aka America, to pitch in for the less developed countries. The purpose of the Paris Agreement is to keep the rise of global temperatures below 1.5 degrees Celsius. To do this, they will completely ruin the oil industry by banning fossil fuel-based energy systems. France is already planning to ban gas-powered cars. They are going to implement this law by 2040. Some of you might be asking, and I originally asked myself, why is this a bad thing? The reason why is that America and other developed countries will be paying for most of the fallout that comes from a world that doesn't use oil. Not only will this be extremely expensive, but it will barely benefit Americans. But what it will do is raise taxes by an unforeseeable rate. America would have to provide over $100 billion that we simply don't have. So what is global warming exactly? Well, global warming is described by a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, and that is generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants. However, this really isn't true. The world has been cooling and heating up naturally for as long as it has existed. According to multiple temperature studies, the world has been fluctuating between cooling and heating up for the last 150 years. And that's just all that we've recorded. Until 2011, the world was actually cooling. The warming and cooling of 0.6 to 0.8 degrees Celsius is completely normal. So, should America be part of the Paris Agreement? We say no. America being part of the Paris Agreement would only cause America to be throwing billions of taxpayers' dollars that we don't have at an organization that wants to try to prevent a part of nature by setting multiple economies back by trillions of dollars. And here are our 10 facts. Greenhouse gases are mainly caused by carbon dioxide. The Paris Agreement is not a binding contract, meaning any country could just say, yeah, I want to be in this thing, but they don't actually have to do anything. The Paris Agreement threatens to ruin many oil-based economies. Global warming has happened regularly throughout history. The Paris Agreement would be extremely expensive for America. America would be paying for a very large portion of the Paris Agreement expenses. Our current president, Donald Trump, was the person who finalized America's pulling out of the Paris Agreement. The Paris Agreement has been ratified by 194 countries. The United Nations recognizes 197 countries as actual countries. And standard temperature fluctuations that are within 0.6 to 0.8 degrees Celsius are completely normal. And here are our sources.